Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, and welcome to the show. Thanks for coming. So, hey, cool facts. Did you know that today in 1902, right, the first modern style electric air conditioner was installed in Brooklyn, New York. It was by the Carrier Company. Second fact, okay, cool fact. In 1872, it is Roald Amundson's birthday. Who is he? He's the guy who discovered the South Pole. Yeah, so two cool jokes, two facts. Yeah, it's just two cool facts for today. Anyway, cool jokes and cool facts aside. So what my guest today is going to be sharing about how big brands use videos for their business and how you can apply for your own business. So if you want to know how to use videos in your content marketing to increase branding and social selling on various social media platforms like Facebook, Instagram, LinkedIn, and then that's all. And whatever that's coming up, right? You'll definitely want to tune in. So without further ado, let's play my catchy opening video and welcome to the Aspiring Everythinger.
Not a smooth talker under pressure. Sweaty palms ain't making it much better. Something about you feels so special. Pretty over from the minute that I met you.
So my guest today is Jeremiah Su. He's the chief cheerleader for CVP Group, and he helps brands increase sales through content creation. Now, they've already produced video and content for Lazada, AirAsia, Amazon Web Services, CapitaLand, Michelin Tires, Microsoft, Nestle Singapore, Circles Life, Deliveroo, Ernst & Young, HP Singapore, and a whole lot more. That's a heck of a credential list. And so, without further ado, let me bring on my friend and the guest for today, Mr. Jeremiah Su. He's in the dark.
Hello. Good evening, good morning, good afternoon. Glad to be on the show, Asher. Cheers.
Thanks for coming on, man. Cheers for that. Okay, so wow, you never warm me first. I need a drink. Cheers. So, hey, we are for everyone who's watching, guys. Okay, hey, good to see you, JR. Yeah, so yes, definitely, we are here to get some secrets from the senpai over here. Definitely. So, you guys are watching. Okay, please make sure that when you are if you're watching this live, okay, watching this on your phone or whatsoever, okay, please tap the video itself, right, so that you can see this whole video will show on screen. When you see the comments, okay, that's the right place for you to actually be able to join us on the show. So just tap on the video. Afterwards, you can join us on the show and leave your comments below. So just join us in the conversation, all right? So it's just while I'm having a chat with Mr. Jeremiah, you'll be able to actually join in the conversation as well. Okay, so that's that's kind of stuff we need to do. Okay, so again, feel free to bring in your comments and please hit the like button, share this with friends, those who want to know how to do videos, do all that. I don't know where that like button is. It's probably somewhere below, right? So just hit the like button, and now we're just doing all that.
Like, comment, and share.
Yeah. LNS, like and share, and so that's something I learned. LNS, like and share. Okay. All right. Okay. So, Jeremiah, you are the chief cheerleader for CVP Group. So, okay, can you just share a little bit with us? How did you actually get started, man?
Well, first and foremost, thank you so much, Asher, for inviting me on the show. I'm really super psyched, to be on the show. I've known Asher for like 15 years since I was like 12 years old. Is it 12? Yeah, I was in primary 5, small and cute, but now I'm big and cuter.
Yeah, good.
So, okay, to start things off, how did I start? I basically studied mass communications in a polytechnic, right? After that, I went on to work in MediaCorp for the on-air promotions for Channel 5. So I was the on-air editor. I edited a lot of interstitials, a lot of commercials, in your Mega Monday movie, Jack Nicholson, the kind of stuff. I did that for quite a while, and then after a while, MediaCorp, right, is the should I even be saying this? Is a place where ideas go and die. Okay, moving on. I graduated from the School of MediaCorp, OAP 5, and then I went on to work freelance for directors like Philip Lim. He did the Teenage Textbook movie. He adapted the book, into movie format. He also did. I spent half a year with him on Channel U's Chuang Startup, a Mandarin web series. A Mandarin series for TV. And then I also worked on movies like Our Boys to Men. One, Mr. Neo is such a great guy. Legit, he's a really nice guy. And then I went on to work with other production houses like The Moving Visuals that does a lot of reality content, a lot of documentaries, a lot of long form edutainment, you call it. And my pivoting point is when I worked for this production house called The Abundant Productions. And they do a lot of short form commercial content. Some of the gigs that I worked with them were like Samsung, with Desmond Tan, the actor, and Ben Xiao, the owner of Abundant. He is an awesome dude. Okay, he when I was working with Abundant Productions, it was just like 5, 6, 7 of us, really small team. And Ben grew it to right now, 40 people or more. Oh, it's amazing. But then he actually imparted a lot of the skills, a lot of the knowledge, a lot of the wisdom in running a creative firm, in running a business, and also separating and segregating corporate and creative onto me, and empowered me, gave me wings, to fly. And then 6 years ago, I started CVP Group in my room, in my house, with my computer on the one wall, my cameras and my editing stuff on another wall. Slowly from there, I still remember the first 2 jobs I ever got for CVP Group. One of it was for MediaCorp, Gold 90 FM, a rebranding campaign. So we did a... Should I? You know what? Let's make this interactive. Let me show you the first 2 videos that I ever did. Super.
Oh yeah, definitely. So guys, when you're watching this, right, I think we want to make this interactive. We want to make this live. We're not making it live. We are already live. We are going to make it interactive. So Jeremiah is going to do. He's going to bring up all different stuff. We're going to have some interactions here as well. So we definitely he will share some of the stuff that he has done before. And actually, I was just going to ask him what was his first few pieces, and he's actually he read my mind before we actually got started this entire thing. He actually doesn't know what kind of questions I'm going to ask, so I'm just going to keep rambling until he tells me he's ready to go. So in terms of the what he has started with, he really started from his room, as I am. Okay, I'm also in my own room, but he has grown his business from just a one-man operation to literally selling to radios, to sell to like TV corporations, to sell to really big brands, local brands. Okay, so that's what he has achieved, and I think that's actually very, very impressive. And he's for a lot of people who think that it cannot be done, this guy is proof to me that anybody can, because he literally started from nowhere. He started from nothing, and then he got to where he is today. And I know he's still growing. Okay, it's very cool because I'm going to watch him grow. I watch him start, and then I watch him grow, and he has gone so big. Not physically, okay, but in terms of his business. So yeah, whenever you're ready, Jeremiah, I can just bring you on the screen. You ready, bro?
I am good to go, man.
Okay. So let's show this one, and good to see you, Eileen. Definitely good to see you, Eileen. Okay.
So
this was
to give you some backstory, my old colleagues from MediaCorp actually asked me, "Hey, you know what? I heard that Jeremiah, you actually starting your own agency. Help us shoot a rebranding campaign." And this was a collaboration together with Abundant Productions, Abundant. So Ben Xiao, he actually helmed the shoot. I helped to produce it, but he lent me his resources in terms of shooting capabilities, post-production capabilities, and coming up with the final product. So let's play the video.
Okay, bro. I guess that's one thing we need to do. I guess I should have done this in the technical problems, but okay, I'm going to try to make some music experiences, blah, blah, blah. Wellness retreats, and
let me. The Gold Lux Life, win it only on Gold 90.5 FM. Yeah, so I guess you can't hear any music, right?
Yeah, that's why. So I think when you share a screen, there's a button. You need to say check that button. It says share audio. But anyway,
Yes.
So we sang it for you guys lah. So anyway, if you guys want to know that video, right, just do a search online. You definitely can find it, or just head over to his page. You can actually see it. And hey, Eileen, good to see you. Yes, you also see him grow from small to where he is now. Definitely, I agree with you that we are in the same group. So definitely, and also JR 来了来了 definitely, yeah. So yeah, so there's stuff we do in technical stuff, right? It's like when we go live, we forget to play that video. So copyright, right? Hey, he produced it,
really,
man. Yeah. He produced it. So, the guy who produced it has the right to No, that's it. I don't know. That's what I don't want to say. I'm not the expert over here.
Let's roll the second video. I can talk over the audio, so it's fine.
Okay,
all right. Okay, so this video itself, right? It was basically for like this online store, and I wanted to do like a split screen effect and treatment. The fun part was really matching the visuals together like this. Oh my gosh, we took like 2-3 hours just to make sure that everything was matched. It was really fun, Yeah, so this was really just done with a crew size of about 7 of us. Yeah. My first 2 videos that I will never forget. Okay, coming back to the main screen.
Nice. Yeah,
man.
Okay.
Fun times are really fun times. Yeah.
I remember Kate. Kate. Yeah, she's the lady in the show. Yeah.
Kate Tanya Tan, our go-to actress and talent. She's super talented, but we're not talking about her today. We're talking about me. Shout out to Kate. Okay, thanks, Kate, Tanya. But yeah, so those 2 videos actually started the CVP history and the CVP journey. From there, we moved into TV productions, doing commercials for broadcast. But 2 years ago, in 2017, we decided to move into digital realm because looking at how media trends and how consumption patterns are changing, nobody is really watching TV anymore. Sorry, MediaCorp, it is what it is. And everybody was going onto digital platforms. So right now we are solely doing digital branding campaigns, marketing, educational stuff, corporate videos, interviews, everything that you think a video can be done, we do. The only thing we don't do are personal videos. Now I need to do my own plug, Asher. So we don't do weddings, we don't do birthdays, we don't do anniversaries. But if your company has a birthday or your company has an anniversary, then yes, you help to shoot and create a piece of asset or a memory for you. Okay, my plug is over.
Okay.
So yeah, so in a nutshell, I guess right now we are super blessed to have 8 people in Singapore, 6 in Tokyo, 8 in Hong Kong, and yeah, man, it's a good time to be alive, and it's a good time to be consuming video and creating video. So JR, you are in a very good space. Yes.
Yeah, definitely. And I think good to see Zia as well. Okay, your comment is an emoticon, that's why I can't actually show it. But he has this question, JR, so how many measuring tapes?
Zia, I know. Thumbs up.
You know Zia? Okay.
I don't know Zia, but I see his comment on Facebook.
Okay. You saw his comment. Yes. Okay. So he has JR asking how many measuring tapes you need to do that, man. So that video earlier.
Oh, okay. So for the split screen like video, it was no measuring tapes. How we actually executed is we have the camera pointing at a fixed location, but on our monitor, our director monitor, we actually stuck tape onto it to mark the points where certain things need to be, like the bowl. We marked on the screen, okay, where is the start, where is the end, where is the headroom, where's the lead room. And then when we shifted to the other side, the other layout, we had to make sure everything was in line as well. So it was a very manual process in terms of art directing. I will have to give a shout out to Xiao Yufeng. He was actually the person or the art director on the shoot to help make sure that everything was aligned and in line. And our director of photography, Shah Nasir, or Shah Gallagher, as his moniker goes, he also helped to make sure from a continuity point of view and from a visual point of view, everything was in place so that in the post-production stage, when we edited the video together, we literally just needed to halve 2 halves of a video and place it together. This idea or this creative treatment was actually inspired by by this short film called Split Screen Love Story, which was actually a winner of a video competition. And you can go and Google it right now. Split Screen Love Story. It was filmed with two Nokias from two different countries, and how these two people met together. It's damn good. They did autofocus to my hand.
Yeah, now it is. So it's like the split screen love story by Nokia, is it?
I mean, you can just Google Split Screen Love Story.
Okay.
I'm just saying that it was filmed using Nokia phones, so
okay.
it's amazing.
All right. So I have a question for you though. When it comes to
Shoot.
okay, when you're creating videos yourself, right? Because you're talking about all these companies, these big brands, right? What is the fundamental things that you always have for all your videos?
What's the fundamental thing we
Yeah.
always have in all our videos?
Yeah, like what is it that cause all these companies to want to look for you?
Wow. So in another way of phrasing it, what is our USP, right? Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, sure.
Well, honestly, right, CVP's differentiator is really how we run productions. So yes, we are very creative in nature, but we follow a set list of structural processes, We always believe that consistency is key and processes are key. So whenever we do a production, we always follow this, what we call this alphabet soup, OBTT, PBTV. So pre-production stage, right? In video production, there are 3 stages. The first stage is pre-production. In pre-production, we always go through this alphabet soup, OBTT, PBTV, which is objectives, brand message, target audience, timeline, platform, talent, visual reference, and budgets.
Okay, I'm not gonna type that out.
Yeah, I mean, there are many videos that we've done in CVP that actually talk about our alphabet soup and how we do our productions. But in a nutshell, this set list of questions can actually help guide a creative idea into a solid end product. Okay? Because most of the times, whenever creatives think, right, they are like, wow, all over the place, messy, genius, messy people are geniuses, right? And they don't really have a structure to put a body onto their idea. So they just say, oh, okay, I want to shoot this. And then from a client side, a brief comes, okay, I want to create something like this. And then the creative will be like, oh, yeah, we should use these colors. We should use this nice camera lens and all that. But then sometimes they don't follow a structure and a lot of things can lapse. If you don't have a checklist, things are bound to be forgotten. Things are bound to fall into the cracks and things are bound to fail. But if you plan for contingencies, you will never fail. So I would say our differentiator is really our process-driven productions. So that is in stage 1, right? Pre-production. When it comes into stage 2, our on-set behavior and on-set attitudes, it is always about having fun in the journey to create the end product. So in many productions in Singapore, let me give you some history right now, right? In Singapore, right, our media industry actually came from Hong Kong. So a lot of directors, script writers from Hong Kong came into MediaCorp to do a lot of your very, very good Channel 8 shows in the past, like God of Gamblers, 我是谁,谁是我,
that one is not called the Gamblers.
No, two different shows, or even Condor Heroes and stuff like that, right? But then the Hong Kong industry is very rigid and it's almost like going through boot camp. So the director says something, he won't ask, he will shout, he will demand. And I'm not belittling the Hong Kong media industry. It is what it is, okay? History, this is really history. And then from there, as the Singapore media progressed, Singaporean productions started to become very oppressive. I don't know if that's the right word to use. Like, when things need to be done, they're like, hey, you beep 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 beep, and then don't ask nicely, they just shout and get things done. And growing up from the experience in MediaCorp and also all the other productions I did, I really hated it. This is not a way to actually boost morale by shouting at people to get things done. The best way is to keep it light, have fun, joke, have a sense of unity, because everyone is working towards a common goal, which is to create a kick-ass production. So in terms of our differentiator on set, we are really like keep it light, keep it happy, keep moods elevated. as opposed to having a very heavy atmosphere on set. Now, the last thing in post-production, I would say our differentiator is really about client objectives, fulfilling client objectives. Sometimes when people are craftsmen or when people are a master crafter, they will be very into their craft, and sometimes the ego, seeps into the end product. So, for example, if a client says, "Okay, you know what? Initially in the pre-production, we wanted to do it this way, but in post-production, we realized maybe it's better if we do it this way." Some people will be like, "No, you have to do it my way. It's my way or the highway to hell," And then egos will be stabbed, and then people won't be unhappy and stuff like that. But then in CDP Group, right, we always believe in championing our client's cause. So when we create an asset or when we create a deliverable, we are building the brand for our client. We are not serving our own selfish, narcissistic, egotistical end goals. So when a change needs to be done, okay lah, we just change. We really have no ego. So I guess these three things, right, it kind of funnels into our Illuminati of which is our company logo. It's a triangle. It really boils down to ABC, our activities, our behavior, and our culture. This is really what sets us apart. But I believe that with the rising of new gen production houses or content creators, they definitely subscribe to that school of thought of, don't have to take things too serious. Just enjoy the journey, but also look to fulfill an end deliverable that they are proud of, that the client is proud of, so that everyone can be happy. Oh my gosh, I'm talking so much, Asher. Am I even making sense now?
I think you are, of course. Not only are you making sense, I think we have a lot of people who are chatting as well. I think what JR is saying, so I think he was just talking about, John M. Chu did one of his LXD episodes as well. Super tedious, but definitely euphoric when you see the results. And then afterwards, he did say that, no wonder Singapore does have this very Hong Kong feel back then. I completely agree. But it's kind of fun. And Eileen was saying that Li Nan Xing did share something about this, sometimes big short come, there's just PPP, it's like, and this one is, so how much difference is there? Okay, so he has this question. How much difference is there between pre-prod and production? Because he's sure there's so much you can plan in pre-production. And will you share anecdotes, if any? How did you overcome them?
Wow, JR, that's a very good question. So I would say that pre-production and oops, you just I'm gonna fade to black. Bye. End of show.
Okay, you're back.
There is a vast difference because pre-production is when you plan, when you think of every single thing that can go wrong and will go wrong, you make sure it doesn't go wrong. Okay? So pre-production is really, like the saying goes, if you fail to plan, you plan to fail. And during this stage, we usually always plan for the worst case scenario. So when we do our call sheets, we always have a lot of buffer time. When we're moving from location, when we are setting up, when we're tearing down, we make sure that we cater enough time so that crew can move, things can move. Now, when you talk about from pre-production moving into production itself, on set, when you're not in a studio, when you're not in a controlled environment, yes, anything that can go wrong will definitely go wrong. Thank you, Murphy. I don't know why you created this law, but no lah. And okay, so the question again is, how much do you plan in pre-prod? Over-plan, dude. Over-plan. Don't plan for the just nice. Always over-plan for worst case scenario. Okay, share anecdotes. Ken. So we did this shoot for a car. It involved two cars. What was it about? It involved petrol, a petrol brand, and we needed to shoot outdoors. So the main hero car is where the talents are seated inside. My sound man is in a booth, recording the sound. And we mounted the car with a lot of mounted cameras in the hood and also cameras inside the driver's seat and passenger seat and everything. And then the second car, a safety car, will be behind the car, trailing, so that we have a wireless feed of whatever we're shooting, feeding into the safety car where the client is, where I am, and where we are driving. So we plan everything nice, sweet. But in the pre-production stage, my executive producer, Mel Teo, shout out to Mel Teo, yo, she's my second in command, my general, in the CVP army. She actually catered for a contingency day 2 shoot. In the event it rained. So we were shooting, super happy. Afternoon, what happened? Can you guess what happened? Yes, that is our EP executive producer, Mel Teo. Hi is her moniker, her alter ego. When she dances at night in no. So yes, what happened, guys? Guess. Put in the comments what do you think happened. Second half of the shoot. Come on.
Yeah, so guys, put in the comments below, right? So if you're also one more thing, guys, if you're watching this, please remember to hit the like and share the button. Hit the share button, hit the like button, okay, just to show that you really like what you're watching, right? You're showing lots of love, and then so that don't be like just hiding in the background and think that we cannot see you. We can't actually see you, but just don't hide in the background, right? So just share this and then hit the like button, okay? Just keep hitting the like button, share different people you have out there, okay? And so let's see. We have Eileen says.
Okay, so Eileen said raining, good. And then Mel says it did not rain. You are the EP. I don't know WTF you're thinking. Okay, Eileen also said device breakdown. Yes. Wow, Daniel Richard got parade going on. What kind of parade? Pride parade. Parade. Oh, the black parade.
So what's the answer?
Okay,
it's true, Mel. Yeah, this is very cool because it's me. I need to say something.
No, it's me, dude.
It's him. Yeah. All the little effects I anyhow throw on. So
yes.
No fuel.
Yeah.
Wow.
Thank you for your comments. Thank you for engaging. So second half of the day, it rained, and we were stuck in Upper Thomson for a very long time until Mel and myself made the executive decision to push to second day. We discussed with client and we told them, okay, let's move it to a second day shoot because the rain is obviously not letting up. The thing is, on the contingency day, when we were looking at NEA's weather forecast, it said it's going to be thunderstorms. But when making executive decisions, you need to make a choice and you need to live with the consequences. So we push the shoot itself. But Eileen, interestingly, I totally forgot until I read your comment, device breakdown. So at the start of the shoot, when we were mounting the cameras on the 2 cars, our hero car could not start. Yes, could not start. So we actually had to call AAA to come down to jumpstart the vehicle. So it was almost like, wow, premonition, pathetic fallacy, start of the shoot already got tighty. But thank goodness for Mel Teo's coolness to make sure the shoot ran smoothly, because on set, I was a tyrant. I was like shouting and screaming. I still remember I was screaming to Mel like, come here now, and then she was like, crying in the car. And yeah, I was a tyrant back then. But I have since changed my ways because that was 3 years ago. So I hope that answers your question, JR, in terms of planning for pre-production and actually executing on actual day production itself. Everything that can go wrong will go wrong. So plan for the worst case scenario. All right, back to you, Asher. Next question.
All right, so I think guys, keep the questions coming, keep the conversations going. It's fun. We're gonna make it more fun. All right. So so now that you have actually in terms of the companies itself, all the different companies that you've met with, how can a small company do something like what you've done? Because what you've achieved, I would say, is quite impressive. Actually, it's very impressive because you started from nothing. Then you connected with you got to Go 90 FM. After you connected with more brands and more brands and more brands. How can someone who doesn't have the kind of connections that you have get to a similar stage?
Well, good question. To actually refute what you mentioned, I don't have a lot of connections when I first started. I was literally just a an editor, trying to build his ego, build a legacy, and do something that he's never done before. The one thing that I feel I did right was really when I first started out, when working out from my home. I really connected with a lot of brands by mass emailing people, 50 emails a day, 100 emails a day, and just keep sending until someone replies. And when that person replies, I lock, stock, and smoking barrel, laser focus onto that person, build a relationship, and make sure that I service that person to the best of my ability. So starting out, I always told people, we are like the 5-star hotel of video productions because I want to make your dreams come true. Dreams come true. I want to make your video production come true, and I'll do whatever it takes to make it happen. So I built a lot of connections. I put myself out there. I went for networking sessions. I went to meet people. I'm an introvert. Yeah, people will be like, yeah, introvert, yeah, I'm really an introvert. I only have this extrovert persona because being the face of my company, I really need to put myself out there. If I don't, nobody will. Nobody will carry the burden of the company itself unless I hire somebody, a super kick-ass salesperson who will join the team. Yes, CVP Group is hiring right now. If you want to join a dynamic team, if you want to make lots of money, if you want to live a life of freedom, be a salesperson in CVP Group. Send your application to hello@cvpgroup.com today. 1-800 make my life better. Yeah. So where were we? Oh my gosh. I'm trying my best to entertain people. So I really put myself out there and made connections, I made friends. And I would say that because of my passion back then, my dream was really to build a company that was kick-ass, to be on the same level of Abundant Productions, because Ben Sell really instilled that sense of quality, craftsmanship, and really loving what you do. So I guess that kind of oozed out when I did my productions. People saw the passion when I was shooting. People saw the passion when I was directing. And like attracts like. Birds of a feather flock together. And people who started to join the team had the same persona of hustling together to build something better and build something bigger than themselves. And clients can definitely feel when you're being fake or when you're being authentic and genuine. They can sense when you are just trying to make a sale. Really, really, I'm not even bullshitting you. And to me, I always feel that my mindset when talking to clients, when looking at sales related activities, I really want to champion their brand. I really want to help their brand grow. So I don't really have an ulterior motive when quoting quotes, putting numbers, calculations together, making profit. I really wanted to help them and also to create some nice portfolio for our Vimeo channel, populate it with nice videos So to any small company, aspiring content creator, I would say do it with passion and really love what you do, and don't be fake Don't be an idiot Yeah.
So Mel has a question over here. I think she's on your team, but do you think now's a good time to build relationships and new paying clients, or build a portfolio even if it means foregoing your rice bowl?
Wow. COVID related question. God damn. Okay, so I would say to this, is it a good time to build relationships? Yes, it is a great time to build relationships. New paying clients? Yes. But I would say I would place a higher importance on retaining your current clients and nurturing them, because the Pareto rule or the Pareto principle, 80-20, 80% of your outcome is caused by 20% of your impact. So 80% of your outputs is caused by 20% of your effort. Now, when you look at this from running a business POV, 80% of your revenue or profit or sales comes from 20% of your customers. So if you want to put in more effort to actually go out and find new clients, it might be difficult during this time because everybody does not want to spend. And if you already have an existing relationship with current clients, don't try and sell to them. Just ask them, how's everything doing? Do you have difficulties, shooting from home, doing virtual remote shoots? Do you want to have assistance? Can we assist you? Now, that's to answer the first portion of the question. Now, coming to the second portion, do you forego your rice bowl and build portfolio during this time? Well, personally, right, I feel that making a profit is not really the agenda of a lot of companies, and it shouldn't be the agenda on your company, your brand, or your activities or your actions. Because right now everybody's suffering, right? Even I'm suffering, even though I look like I'm killing it, I'm crushing it with video. My team and I, we are also feeling the burden, and we don't really want to make a profit. We want to sustain, retain, and make sure that everybody stays alive. Nobody loves to get fired from a job, but everybody appreciates it when you retain employment. So I would say maybe take this time to do some portfolio work, to do free stuff, and to really just build up the community as a whole and to help anyone in need, honestly.
But
So,
JR also has a good question. I thought while you're talking, right, is that clients may have ulterior motives. So how do you deal with them? The LOL, but I think it's a true thing.
LOL. Well, honestly, right, clients who have ulterior motives, there will be, people out there. It boils down to your discernment and to your wisdom to either X these idiots out or to be super candid and have rapid candor with them. Be honest. Honesty is the best policy. If you feel that they are taking advantage, say, hey, brand XYZ, I feel that, because of COVID, because you are not making a profit from this, you cannot expect me to give you 50% bargain or 50% discount on my services. Because what you're paying for is my skill set. You're not paying for what COVID has done to your business. So don't make your problem my problem. Hey, che. There's actually a phrase quoted by our executive producer, Mel Teo, Mel at cvp-group.com. She always likes to say, don't make your problem my problem. And it's true. It might be super offensive to some, but really, I mean, if you feel like you have a lack of resource and you are blaming your lack of resource, then don't trickle that problem onto me. If I'm resourceful, then I can make it happen. If you're not, then it is what it is. But if you feel that you want to build a relationship and it starts off with ulterior motives from client side, I mean, you can show your passion. You can execute to the best of your ability to give them a quality piece of asset, an article, a picture, a graphic, a poster, a video, an article. Go ahead and give your best, because their ulterior motives does not affect your own outputs. You have control over your quality, you have control over your time, you have control over your resources. So you get to decide what you want to do with it. So maybe a client might be damn bastard, damn asshole, but then you get to control yourself. So would you tarnish your own name and then give something that is subpar? Or would you give your 120% to show the client that, hey, you're a bitch, but I have my spirit of excellence. So yeah, man.
Okay. So JR says thanks, senpai. So really encouraging to hear
Senpai,
this.
what is senpai? Can you please tell me? I don't know what senpai means.
前辈. It means basically just a senior. Anyway, but I have a question. I have a question that also when it comes to content, because in terms of online, there's written content, there's audio content, there's video content. But why did you specifically choose video marketing, video content for all these different brands?
Okay, why video? Because to me, right, growing up, I've always had a passion of video content creation. I used to do like stuff on YouTube. Oh, young days. I'm still young, my younger days. But I've always liked the medium of video because it is very visual. We are all visual creatures. We all absorb information through, looking at things. And if you see a pretty lady, of course you will turn heads, right? If you read about a pretty lady, yeah, maybe if you have the imagination up here, your theater of the mind, then of course you can create whatever lady you want. But visuals, colors, mood, treatment, it can incite emotions in you. It can stir something, it can spark conversations, And it's an amazing medium when you see a narrative or a story unfold right before your eyes. That's the magic of cinematography, storytelling, and the medium of video lah. So for me, that's why I went into video. But as things progress, as the world of media and the industry changes, right, video has now become the main type of content that people want to absorb because it's fast, it's easy, it's non-committal. Talking about the shorter forms one, for short form content. And it is easy to digest. You don't have to maybe spend 10 minutes reading an article. You can spend 10 minutes watching a video instead. So coming back to the topic of future media consumption patterns, studies have shown that the uptake of mobile viewing is increasing. Everybody is watching stuff on their phone. It is now their new entertainment center, this phone. You can watch videos on a phone. You can make videos from your phone. You can literally do a lot of visual creation on the phone itself. So yeah, that is my take on video itself.
Okay. So so if you are creating all these different videos, right? So is there? I mean, okay, I'm trying to understand when you're creating all different videos, right? Do you come up with that concept first before you approach all the different brands, or do you meet with them first? Then after you show them what you've done, then you have a long drawn discussion, which I think is necessary as well before you come out with something.
Well, okay. So coming to pre-production. Usually when a client has an idea, a creative idea or creative brief, they will funnel that brief to us and then ask us, can you execute? During this pre-production stage, right, it is almost like a discovery session, I call it, when we actually brainstorm together, we joust different ideas, and maybe we come up with something that is either related or not related in terms of the final deliverable they want to achieve. So to answer your question, Asher, we don't really dictate ideas because the creative process can meander and is very organic. If a client has an idea, we will either boost, enhance that, or we will recommend something else. So yeah, it doesn't, I mean, ideas come as and when lah. We are not a dictator, we're not a tyrant of ideas, and ideas are free. So yeah.
Okay, so when it
Does
comes
that answer
to
your question, Mr. Ao?
Of course it does, man. But of course, now that we are here, I want to try to dig as much information as I can from you, because you have a lot of experience that a lot of people haven't actually managed to even get, right? Because again, I've been saying that you've been able to hit so many big companies, while some people are just starting out. So there's a lot of things you've experienced that not a lot of people have actually even gotten near. But while that's happening, Mel has a question. So do you think there's something wrong with the fact that we're expected to propose and share our ideas in order to win a pitch?
Nope, I don't think there's anything wrong with that. I don't feel an issue with the notion of pitching or proposing for an idea. What I have an issue with is the legacy process of getting different vendors to bid for a brief and then choosing the best one based on cost, on idea, or making it almost like a competition, a Hunger Game of sorts. I really don't like the idea, I feel that in this climate, brands are very, very clever because now they go direct to an end content creator and end executioner for a certain style. So for example, in CVP, we are very known for our fun, our humor, our very out of this world kind of videos. We are not really known for like narrative, slow-mo, very like sexy shots and stuff. No, we're known for fun, lighthearted stuff. So brands and agencies, that know our niche and our focus. They will come to us and say, okay, so a telecom brand wants to do this like Indiegogo campaign and wants it to be super crazy. Come, let's brainstorm together. Now that is good. But if let's say a brand just goes to vendor ABC and expects the best one to win, it is what it is. It is a very traditional process. It is a very legacy thinking. But I feel that in time to come, things are changing, Agencies are dying, ad agencies lah, and smaller boutique, independent creative firms are popping up and brands are going direct to them. So to answer your question, Mel, I don't think there is an issue with the idea of proposing and pitching for ideas. I just feel that it is kind of wrong to cannibalize the industry and us peers of industry to fight against each other just to win one bid. What if? Okay, now let me give you an example of how people in Shanghai does it. A brief comes down from a brand, right, to maybe one production house. This production house realizes, damn, I'm not suited for this job. But I know a friend who runs another video production company who is focusing on Chinese music videos while we are focusing on light-hearted stuff. Let's collaborate. Grab a few production houses together and then appear to the client as a consortium or a conglomerate. That is when you actually share your portfolio, you build on each other's strengths, and it is a human help human world instead of a dog eat dog world. So I hope that actually gives some insights on this notion.
It's quite a touchy topic because I think in terms of the business that we do, right? A lot of businesses they are just not. I guess that's how it is, right? You just put out the brief. Afterwards, you try to get everybody to come in, and because you happen to be a big brand, so you get a whole bunch of people coming in, throwing all different ideas, and you can just cherry pick. But a lot of this small though. A lot of these agencies, some of them are, they're just small. They're starting out. And then the horrible thing is sometimes what they'll do is that they will like a particular idea, but they choose someone else to execute it. I think it happens all the time. And I think Mel has a good thing. I think it's true also. Shouldn't consultation and ideation be chargeable?
Yeah. Our good friend Neil Moore from Moore's Law Media, he used to be from Beach House Pictures and also Click to View. He actually wrote an article about ideation and charging for creatives. Do I think people should charge for their ideas? Yes, because you're paying for the skill set, you're paying for the time invested, the effort invested to thinking of an idea, thinking of a creative, researching, going through journals, going through articles to come up and create and curate and tailor an idea specific to a brand. So my stand is yes, people should charge for consultation, should charge for the idea. It is the same thing like how business consultants charge for their time, or lawyers charge for their time, or doctors charge for their consultations. Am I giving enough examples, guys? With that being said, ideas are free, okay? Ideas are recycled, rehashed, repurposed, reused. So most of the time, ideas aren't really original in a sense. It is either altered, enhanced, evolved, or mutilated. Mutilated, what a word to use. But yeah, ideas are free, but should clients pay for the creative process? Yes. A good article, or Chris Du from the future, he also champions the cause of business in creativity, making creativity a business. And he says that a brand, a client, someone who engages a creative, you're paying them for that 30 minutes that they spend 10 years to culminate into. You're paying for the wisdom, you're paying for their knowledge, you're paying for the expertise. So if by doing this kind of pitching process and RFQ, request for quotation exercises, you're kind of devaluing and belittling the creative process, because then there is no more honor in thieves, there is no more value for the process, and there is no more respect for the craft itself, which is very sad. I mean, it is what it is. The industry and the processes are as such, but I urge you, the people who are watching right now, to stand with me, because creative lives matter. Okay, let's not go into that. But yes, to answer your question, I feel that consultation, ideation, and creative process design thinking should be chargeable.
Okay, well, that's a good answer, man. So, we are coming to 50 minutes, guys. So, ladies and gentlemen, you guys
What?
was that time passed by quickly. Yeah, having fun.
Oh, it's just 10 minutes. What the hell?
Yeah, that's the kind of thing we do over here at our show. So, guys, if you're watching this, you're enjoying it, okay, please have a drink. Please, okay, remember to hit that like button. Okay, share this with your friends. Let them know about what's happening over here as Jeremiah is sharing his insights, his experiences. Okay, share this with your friends, because there's a lot of things that we are talking over here. Hit that button, right? And then just
Smash that button.
smash it like okay. I'm just using the make our own sound effects. So yeah. So okay. Yeah. All right. So all this different when it comes to videos. Okay, video marketing that you said just now earlier. I like Chris though, by the way. Thanks. I think he's a very smart guy, very articulate. Anyway, so when it comes to creating videos, okay, for let's say, okay, how can someone start to create a video for their own business?
Well, okay, go through the alphabet soup, OBTT, PBTV, and then understand WTF what you want to do, okay? Understand why you're doing it. And then when it comes to the how, just go onto YouTube and then YouTube. How to shoot video with a smartphone. Things nowadays are super accessible. Knowledge is everywhere. Knowledge sharing platforms like YouTube, Vimeo have immense amount of knowledge when it comes to creating video. But specifically, if you want to create a video for your own brand, first you need to understand what issue are you solving? What solution are you providing? Now, if you're doing a sales video like go Harvey, go Harvey, go Harvey Norman, can we redact brands? Oh no, shucks. If you're doing a sales video or a direct marketing video, people will switch off, because consumers and viewers now are super clever, okay? They know when you're selling to them, they will switch off. But if you're sharing with them, that is different. So my advice to you, JR, right now, wow, like direct to JR, is to think about content marketing for your brand. Or Asher, think of content marketing for aspiring everythinger. Put out pieces of content that people can consume and they can value add to their own lives, to their own ideals, to their own motivations, to their own aspirations. Just like you, aspiring to be a jack of all trades, a master of none. But a jack of all trades is better than a master of none.
Of one.
Master of one, yeah. Oh man.
Yes.
I almost nailed it. Okay, I was so
almost close. But
so
good enough.
Content marketing. Read up on content marketing. Read up about empathy. Read up about value adding back to the viewer, and then create your video. But don't create just because it's a fad. Don't create just because everyone is creating video. If you don't have a purpose, if you don't have a vision, your video will die. Okay. I'm indirectly quoting the Bible on that, but same gist. Okay. Create with a purpose in mind. Create with an end objective in mind. Create with a goal on what you want to achieve. And then from there, everything will fall into place. Everything will work like clockwork.
Yeah. JR feels you, man. JR says he feels you, senpai. He feels you. I don't know where is he feeling.
Diane, I feel you, senpai.
Okay. So wow. Okay. So with all this, I'm trying to think of a way for people who if they want to reach out to you, want to contact you, where can they go and find you?
Okay, I'm most active on LinkedIn, so you can find me on www.linkedin.com/IN /Jeremiah Su. Oh, wow, you already prepared it. Asher, you are awesome. I'm very, very active on LinkedIn. You can find me on that platform itself. You message me, I will definitely reply. You connect, you send me a connection request, I will accept if you're not a creep. Okay, I won't send nudes, but I will send cat pictures. Or you can even find me on my email, which is jeremiah@cvp-group.com. And if you are a super high level creeper, you can send me a message. You know, my mobile number is there. Drop me a message. But yeah, those are my personal platforms and personal details that you can reach me at. But in terms of my brand, my team, CVP Group, we are on YouTube, we are on Facebook, we are on LinkedIn. We are pushing out on a lot of digital products on our own end, native video series, native channels to value add back to the industry itself. Because I feel the production houses in Singapore, all they have in their front side is all about revenue generation activities, right? They aren't really thinking about value adding back to the industry. So not a lot of video production houses are putting out channels that actually talk about frequently asked questions, right? They don't talk about gear. They don't, maybe because they have other things that is on their mind, you know, which is trying to keep the business afloat. But I'm deviating. Once again, let's bring up that full frame graphic. You can reach me on these 3 platforms: LinkedIn, email, and phone. Yes. Thank you. Yes, back to you, Asher. Yes, don't leave me in a lurch. Okay, so
I'm
now
not
it
gonna
is
leave
the...
you alone.
Oh, okay, he's back. Sorry. Yeah.
I mean, you're going to roll, man. So I shouldn't be stopping you over there. You were like getting so passionate about it, and so like I just let you do what you do. And guys, by the way, I just want to share. I really appreciate everyone coming on, and of course, Mel is saying thanks for answering all that, all the questions, and JR, all right, says thank you for the wisdom and time. Definitely inspiring and encouraging. Definitely because Jeremiah, he's very young, okay, but he's achieved a lot of success already in his business, and it's definitely something we can learn from. Thank you so much, Mel. It's my pleasure to host this guy because this guy makes it easy. He's the one doing all the talking. I'm just clicking slides. I'm just the one just clicking stuff and just talking along while he's talking. Right. So, but before we end, guys, we have if you guys still have any more questions, please feel free to throw because we are coming to 58 minutes. And usually, we usually wrap this up within an hour. So, but before we go, right, usually what I'll do is I'll ask you a question. So, right. So, what question do I want to ask you, bro?
55 question session confession.
So this is just a very stupid
What
thing.
the heck was that?
It's a very random thing.
Question session
Confession. Yeah, I just thought
I love it, man.
it's ridiculous rubbish. I
love
just
it.
came out to.
I
I
love
actually
it,
got
I
the
love
idea
it.
from Sarah actually. Because Sarah we did an interview with her. Because you actually connected me with her, and then she says add a question at the end. I'm like thinking that's a good idea. So I just thought about it, and I just decided to create this particular segment. So Sarah, thanks for the idea. I implement whatever ideas of different guests and just at different locations. Okay, so this is basically means I have a list of 55 questions. You just pick a number and I ask you that question. It's a very safe question. So go ahead, choose a question.
My favorite
Choose
number
number.
is 7.
Seven. Okay,
7,
let's see.
perfection.
Number 7 question is, let me put on the screen. If you could be a member of any TV sitcom family, which would it be?
Well, this one is don't even need to say. I will definitely be. Damn.
Don't even need to say.
It's not even about video production, leh. You're putting me on the spot, leh. What is this?
This is a random question all the way through, man. This is why it makes it a little bit more fun. But hey, it's still TV, man. It's still TV. You happen to choose one that's TV related, man.
Okay, I will definitely choose Big Bang Theory because I feel that they're very intelligent, they're very smart, and the kind of conversations that they have are out of this world. Literally. Second family, though, if I could be part of any second family, I'll be a part of Community because those people are funny.
Okay, not Money Heist.
No.
I don't know. Right. So we have yes, definitely Big Bang Theory. Yes.
Yes.
Yeah, definitely. So yeah, so clearly JR is like a fan of it already, right? So it's like he's so excited. Yeah, Big Bang, woo! So it's all a Big Bang, and that's song. I can't
Yes.
remember the
Correct.
tune. It's been a
Correct.
while.
All right.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
before
So
you end this, Asher, I just want to share also if anybody wants to actually learn more from what I'm sharing about video productions, about content marketing, we have a video series on our YouTube channel itself, Cinema Verite Pictures, right? Just go in there. And there is a whole series on frequently asked questions on gear, on marketing and stuff like that. But I also teach courses at the MAD School, Marketing, Advertising, Design School, Chatsworth at Riverwalk. And also soon to be a lecturer for the NAS Academy together with the NAS Daily. Very excited to start that. So yeah, man, my passion is to really share knowledge, right? I've currently now peaked at my enlightenment, Maslow's hierarchy of Illuminati. And I would definitely love to share and start a conversation with you. Thank you so much, Asher, for inviting me on this show. And yeah, man, let's kick ass and take names and chew gum.
I don't know where it's illegal to chew gum in Singapore, but okay.
No, it's illegal to buy gum in Singapore.
Yes,
it's not illegal to chew gum in Singapore.
True. Well, I didn't know that you are going to be appearing on, actually be as a guest speaker, a guest lecturer for NAS Daily, their big brand. And they literally, for NAS himself, he literally, I mean, I'm a small guy as well. He literally built a complete brand just purely on videos of him traveling. Yep. So for people who want, who even for you yourself, Jeremiah, right? You also created a brand just purely on videos. So it is the power of, I think there's a lot of things you advocate for: good storytelling, good production, and a lot of good values, good core values that would actually transit into the video as well. So videos can really change any business, even if we start from nothing. NAS started from zero. Everybody starts from zero. Yeah, and I think for Jeremiah yourself, you've done a fantastic job. So bro, thank you so much for coming on the show, and thanks for giving a last shout out. So guys, again, one more time, if you want to know more about Jeremiah, please hit him up over at this links over here, linkedin.com/in/Jeremiah Su. Email over there, jeremiah@cvp-group.com, or head to cvpgroup.com itself. And then the other thing you can do is you can head over to YouTube, right? As you're talking over there, search for this Cinema Verite Pictures. Search for that. You can find a whole bunch of tutorials that he has already done that you can watch and learn from that as well. So earlier I was talking about how can you learn, watch how he has done it, or what he shares, so you can actually execute that for your own business, okay, for your own videos. All right. So yes, thanks you so much for watching. So Gerard, thank you for joining the show from the beginning all the way to the end. We come to the end already. Thank you so much. And any final word before I pull you out of the show, bro?
No, man. Just happy to have this opportunity to share. Thank you so much, Asher, for inviting me. Friend of 15 years, friend for another 15 years until we both die.
Yes. Okay. All right. So still stay on the line, bro. I'll chat with you after this, but say bye-bye for now and I'll chat in a while. Okay?
Bye!
Bye!
To black!
Okay, he faded to black. Okay, so that's very cool thing about doing videos as a guy who does videos so well. He has these effects that he can fade to black by himself. The rest of us will just have to wait for me to kick you off the screen. Anyway, so thanks so much for joining the show, guys. I appreciate every single one of you who has stayed on so far. Please remember to like and share, and also follow me on Aspiring Everything. Now, let me show you what's coming up next week, though. So next week, I actually have we're going to talk about sport training, health and wellness. Sports is all linked together. So if you want to learn what proper training is, come back next week at the Aspiring Everything. So I'll be inviting a guest for that show. Alrighty. And let me bring this away. So I'm back here. So let's see. We have, thank you, Mel. It was definitely fun. Thank you so much for your questions. Your questions were very insightful. Very good questions. And I hope that no one pisses you so much that you can ask them questions until they don't know how to answer, because you're very good at that. You're asking very, very good questions. Anyway, thanks so much for watching, guys. I appreciate you for coming onto the show. Hopefully, we'll see you next week. Also, hopefully, we'll see you next week. And that's it for now. That's it for now. See you next time.
Not a smooth talker under pressure. Sweaty palms ain't making it much better. Something about you feels so special. Pretty over from the minute that I met you.